Say it again. Oh, they're talking to me. All right, so it says which equation represents the line. Now, it's set up, and you can tell from the self-assessment it was a multiple choice question, but I just took it out because I wanted to see your work. So you see for the self-assessment, it is multiple choice. For the quiz, it was not because I took the multiple choice option out for that one. So now it says which equation represents the line that passes through point 1, 1, right? So it passes through 1, 1. And is perpendicular to the line passing through 2, 3, and 1, 5, right? So we are looking for a perpendicular equation. So you want to have this on your number 1 somewhere. We're looking to find a perpendicular equation that's perpendicular to a line that you form with points 2, 3, and 1, 5. So we want a perpendicular equation to this line that's formed by those 2 points. So now, first off, we have to find the what. We're finding what? If I only have 2 points, say it again. I'm finding the slope, right? So number 1, I'll have to find the slope. What is the formula for slope? And I had about 15 students yesterday come up with some really awesome variations of slope. Like, you guys are really creative on what the slope formula is. So what is the actual real formula to find the slope with 2 points? What should it be? Somebody. Well, okay, so the is denoted by M, but M is what? Well, I know that. I said, what's the formula? Okay, perfect. Please try to have that memorized. I had some x1 over x2. You guys were creative with this yesterday, so let's make sure we can just really memorize this. This is what it should be. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to make sure that I denote x1, y1. Please do this, x2 and y2, so I know what I have to plug in. Make it real simple for me. All right, so really quick, Wesley, tell me what I have to plug in for this here. Like, what am I substituting right now? Over. Perfect, that works. What's 5 minus 3? 2. Now, this next part is where I saw a lot of students that got this far made a mistake right now. What's 1 minus 2? -1. Several people put 1, and that's why right away the perpendicular wasn't going to work, because this should be negative, and a lot of folks had positive. So signs that you're going to realize this year, if you haven't already known, are going to make or break a big difference in mathematical fluency, just off of having a sign. So now I know that my slope is -2 for this original equation, right? So the original equation, my slope is -2. So what is my perpendicular slope going to be? All of you, what's my perpendicular slope going to be now? Say it again. Right. Is it positive or negative? Okay, now, perpendicular slopes are what of each other? So do me a favor, go to page 83 in your book. No, 83 in the student version, not the test. Get the other book out. I already said, get it out. Because when I asked just now, I heard like 5 of you say -1/2. So right away, you're missing what perpendicular actually means. We're on 83, right? If I'm good. Am I good? Is it 83? Damn it, I'm good. So, lines that are perpendicular to each other have slopes that are what? All of you, what is it? Negative reciprocals. Negative also means what? Opposite, right? So if this slope has a negative, the perpendicular has to be what? Positive, because like 5 of you said negative just now. So a positive, so the signs are opposites of each other. And now what's the reciprocal of 2? 1/2. So my perpendicular slope has to be 1/2. Have that written down, please. If the original is -2, the perpendicular is going to be a positive half, the negative reciprocal. But now we know that I have to generate a perpendicular equation that goes through that point. It goes through point 1, 1. So now this is what I have, right? I have the equation. So I have the equation of y equals mx plus b. I'm going to use this to generate my new equation. I now have my perpendicular slope, which is 1/2. And what ordered pair does it go through? Read it again. It goes through what ordered pair? Please read it, though. You have 3 ordered pairs on there. You say it. Somebody else. What? My perpendicular equation goes through what point? 1, 1. Make sure you read it correctly. So we know it goes through point 1, 1. So I'm gonna put this as x and y. We have everything we need right now to plug in to find what variable. I'm plugging in to find what? I need to find what? Yes, b, y-intercept, right? So now let's plug everything in. So now, Soto, my y is what? I'm about to plug it in. Y is what? 1. Okay. 1 equals. What else do I plug in now? 1/2 times. But what is x? 1 plus b. So now, so you look kind of confused on that one just now. No problem, right? This is all we did. So now I took the one that was here, I plugged it in here to the equation, right? I took my perpendicular slope, I plugged it in right here to the equation. I took my, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Let me go back. Made a mistake. Here we go. I took this one, plugged it in here, took my slope, plugged it in there, took my x, plugged it in here. See what I'm saying? That's all we did. So now, let's go ahead and find the value of b. So now let's go, Monica, talk to me real quick. So Monica, we have 1 equals, what's 1/2 times 1? Just 1/2, right? Plus b, but now I have to isolate for b. So what do I do? What am I doing next? So I subtract 1/2 from what? From both sides. I always just say both sides. An equation, what you do on one, you have to do on the other to make it equal. So now I know that the right side, hey, all of you, what's 1/2 minus 1/2? So I hear a negative something, I hear a 0. Let's think about it again. If I have a 1/2 and take away a 1/2, how much do I have left? None, right. So it's just that cancels out. So now, right, what's 1 minus 1/2? It's just 0.5. It's just 1/2, right? So we can leave it as a fraction or make it a decimal. B is a 1/2. So now, let me get Andy. Andy, can you give me, based on everything we have so far, can you give me the complete perpendicular equation, right? So my perpendicular equation, y equals 1/2 x plus 0.5. That works. Same thing. It's the same thing. 0.5 and 1/2 is the same exact thing. I just made it a decimal. That's fine. This is your answer for the last page, chapter 5.5, number 1. This is what you should have. This is how we do it.